Good morning.
Hello. Can you
Morning,
hear me?
Star.
Not yet. No.
Oh, are you lip talking to me?
Oh, oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yay. Let's close
Somebody had a rebirth recently, or birthday.
that. Yes.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday. Right now, I'm trying to get you back. Hi. God. Uh, yeah, it was lovely. I took the fam out to Monterey.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
nothing in particular. Our first thought was to go to see Fort Ord, maybe like catch some wildflowers. Interestingly, it is not a good year for wildflowers.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, apparently not enough rain. So I took some pictures of flowers, but there were there were not a lot on my journey. Um, but apparently there's a lot of traffic in Monterey County, and so we ended up staying where we got a room, which is we got a room on Pacific Grove, which is like out on the peninsula of Monterey, and it was such a lovely, quaint little villagey kind of town that we stuck around there and ended up finding like all of the best dog oriented stuff to do. It was hilarious. We ended up taking our dogs on a vacation. Literally. Like we found like uh mountain trails where we could walk the dogs off leash, beaches where we could take the dogs off leash. It was
well, that's convenient because those are your children, right?
right. Yeah, exactly. Well, and I always like Buki, my dog's birthday is the same as mine. So technically it was her birthday vacation.
Oh, you guys share a birthday too. That's super special.
Yeah, it's the reason I ended up getting her. I second guessed myself right before I got her, and then somehow it came up that the breeder told me that her birthday was May 13th, and I'm like, well, all right, I guess I have to get her.
Wow. There's no coincidences.
Right, right, and she's actually my first dog. I've never had a dog before. I've been around a lot of people with dogs, but never
How
actually
old
had
does
my
she turn in dog years?
own. She was 3, so she's 3 now.
She's three.
21? Is she 21 now?
So she's three now, 3 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No.
I don't quite understand how that works with dog years, but I do know that coming into the lunar cycle and tuning back to those energies, I mean, one lunar cycle month uh, is equivalent to probably a year or 7 years, whatever we
Right?
want to create. Because it's not the time, it's the alignment that we find
Mm,
into ourselves and releasing the blockages that keep us from bringing in what we're envisioning. Usually when we can see something, it's the next thing that's supposed to happen, but then we block it ourselves from all these things. One of the things that have come up for me recently is the awareness that a lot of the entanglements that we have with our parents, with our
mm,
elders, there's all this like stuck energy that we haven't really put to use. So it becomes like a knot and an entanglement in our body, and it's keeping us stuck from moving forward. This is what prevents us from reaching our higher self.
yeah.
As we try to go high, the energy's like, no, you still have things in the basement
Right.
that you need to clear out before you can breathe the clean air up here, essentially.
Hmm. Yeah.
So we know how important it is to clean out the basement.
Yeah. Yes.
And the first floor of our castles and the second and third and fourth and fifth and everything, right? So yesterday was Sunday, which energetically we cleaned something out.
Hmm. I did. I went crazy
Did you?
in the yard, in the yard, but
Mm.
because we cleaned the house right before we left, so fortunately I was able to go outside. But I got my dad to help me do it, so interesting.
Did you
I know,
getting that masculine support and your guardian support?
right? Yeah, yeah. The situation has calmed down well, because he's living with us still, or we're living together now. Remember, like in January, he broke up with his wife, moved in with us. That was in like basically the end of November, December. And then in January, he and Conrad like had this like terrible, terrible argument. And we were like, okay, we're gonna move to Mexico, and then didn't end up doing that. So maybe later. But yeah, things have settled out, fortunately.
Well, that's good. So it's
Yeah.
balanced. It's more balanced in the house.
Yeah, exactly. They're both working through their issues. Interestingly, Lent. We all observed Lent this year and did our own things. And in that was a good transitional period. It was interesting. It's like a little like giving a little something up for, observance kind of helped everyone in the situation. It was interesting.
Giving something up for,
For Lent. For Lent. The Catholic thing. The
but you mentioned you giving something up, and then what happened?
oh, it it
What did you
was
get in return when you gave something
everybody
up?
just kind of chilled the fuck out. Really,
You had
like it,
exchange of energy.
yeah, everybody just kind of like it was very subtle, but by the end of it, because uh, a a big, it most certainly wasn't like the issue wasn't necessarily drinking, but the issue came up because uh my dad got totally out of control while drinking, and Conrad was also quite drunk at the time, and he had no, like, he just had uh no filters, and so like all of the things from his past that he hates percolated up too. And so for Lent, huh?
And
Yeah,
I
so it was
was just,
interesting for Lent.
taking that in, how like being on the alcohol kind of brought out all these inappropriate thoughts and feelings and things in your dad, and it was just kind of like, okay, that's a
Yeah,
lot to deal with.
yeah, yeah.
Everything is a medicine. Okay.
True.
And
And all medicines can harm also.
yeah, when we overuse them, right, when we're out of balance,
Right.
um, because those things need to be released and they need to come out, but and sometimes they don't look so pretty and they don't look so inviting to be received. And those are the shadows that we're dealing with this year. This is the year of the snake.
Oh, oh, cool. Okay. It's the year of the snake. All right. So that
The year of the
means
snake. So what do snakes do?
slink around in the shadows.
And they also shed layers.
Okay. Okay. Oh, cool.
So our shadows are our underworld, our
Right.
basement.
Wow, yeah, totally.
Okay, so
That all makes sense.
intuitively, we have these medicines that were given to us on earth by God,
Right.
and we try to balance ourselves. The body, as you know, you're a nurse, one of the most
Right.
incredible nurses I've ever met, too.
Stop.
So you know that the body is always trying to find homeostasis.
Right.
That's
Right.
like the primary job of the body's system,
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
balance, to find homeostasis, to find happiness, balancing. So it's really what we're dealing with here is balancing the scales so that we can be balanced and enjoy all of life's gifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that is that's something that's happening this year energetically for everybody. And sometimes the medicines that we know, a lot of it are alcohol. It's like we're like limited to the medicines that we know.
Sure.
Okay. And it goes deep, right?
Yeah.
It goes deep. And luckily he was around you, who's his daughter that he raised.
Right.
Um, and those we tend to really show these darkness around our closest people, the people that we love.
Mm.
And it's for me has been a lot about like what I've noticed from humanity, what I've noticed from the balancing is that we do this because they're going to love us no matter what.
Right.
We want that unconditional love.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Actually, it was interesting because so on New Year's Eve, it was New Year's Eve, um, the, all like things really started getting weird when my dad was like asking me like probing questions about things from my childhood. Like, why did you do this? And why did you do that? And, and he was already drunk. And so he just wasn't like, he didn't deal with it well. And it just got worse and worse. And so last night, after working in the yard all day and, we were sitting down and, uh, we started getting into a similar conversation, like which I've avoided those kind of questions. So like ever since then. And so we dived back into it, but it was completely different. Like
What
it
was
was
different this time?
yeah.
What
What's
was
different?
different? Yeah.
Um, uh, we, he was able to talk about it and just think about it without getting too emotional. Like he got his emotion, he got too deep into it, uncontrolled. His emotions got too uncontrolled in on New Year's Eve. And then last night uh he was talking, like he told me about some stuff that he didn't like and that sort of thing, and we talked about it and it was over and it was good. So it was right. It was much more objective, I guess. It was yeah, like it just wasn't as um I don't know really how to put it, like uncontrolled, like he was able to talk about it without letting his emotions get the best of him.
So he was able to express himself without.
getting upset.
Blowing up or getting stuck in one emotion.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Which was a huge improvement.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for that improvement.
Definitely.
We're always improvement. We're improving. We're always changing. We're always moving forward. So that's progress.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
And it's been interesting just personally because like with your help, I've become very good at not getting stuck in any particular emotion, right? So it's like if I get somewhere I don't like, then I just turn it around and move on kind of thing, right? Like it's not I don't get stuck there. And so
wait, what do you
this
mean? You just turn it around and move on. How do you do that?
just like you taught me. Um uh times when it's been a little harder, like generally speaking, what I do is just, like feel into what it is that what it is I'm getting stuck in. Um, and okay, so how am like I'm that's drawing me down, that's sucking me down. So I want to go up. So thinking about like the opposite, or just kind of changing my perspective, reframing like you're so good at doing. Doing that sort of thing. There was one really actually I've only had one moment in which I was like thought I was gonna lose it. and I was able to just kind of like step away and like reframe and come back. I wasn't so upset, and then we kind of worked through what had happened and was able to kind of like figure out what happened and how to like avoid that shit in the future.
First of all, I appreciate the credit.
Mm,
However, and also, remember that when we have these conversations, you're tuned into your higher self.
mm,
I'm a channel for who you already are without any of those blockages.
yeah.
So I do want to offer you the new perspective of bringing that power back into you, and
Mm,
how our conversations are merely a reflection of your higher self, where you're trying to get to, that
yeah.
you're going to reconnect with. Um, because that's who you normally are without any of those prior blockages that may have been created in your life.
Right.
So, I mean, we haven't spoken in, I don't know how many months.
It's been a while. Yeah.
It's been at least 3 months.
Yeah.
And you have managed to connect with your own guidance,
Yeah.
whether that guidance, you may see it as me, because that's the reflection that you get back. I want to just like flip that mirror back at you right now so that you can start climbing a different ladder.
There's well, and really like I definitely have like a broad perspective of like all of the beneficial influences in my life, but you in particular have given me some important tools that I can draw on. Like I definitely think of you. Like I definitely think of you, but like as a teacher. But it's the tools that I never received those tools from anybody else. So
Mm.
yeah. So and it's by far been the most useful thing
Well,
for me.
these are actual tools that you were born with.
Yeah, right?
Just a reminder. I'm a reminder. I am helping you activate these gifts and these tools within yourself.
Yeah,
But these are God's gifts to you from when the time you were born. So there's a lot of things that happen to us when we're born that block us from receiving these gifts later on,
right.
especially women. We have been stomped for a long time and hijacked by fear of our own power.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very misunderstood, our power. And it's time to balance it out because we know that we're a masculine and we're a feminine energy all within us. And in order to co-create our higher self, our highest potential, we have to collaborate with those parts of us, all of them, both of them, and they have to be in alignment and they have to be in balance. Our body has to be in homeostasis. So we have fully forgotten how to do this, even though we innately are trying to do it all the time.
Right.
But when we're thinking with just our head and not our heart and dismissing our power and our roots, we're disconnected from who we are. We're like battling ourselves. Like, oh, you're not good enough. No, you're not good enough. I'm better than you. Why are you doing that? And it's all us. It really is all us.
Yeah.
There's nothing outside of us. They're just reflections to remind us of who we are. So the mother wound is something that came to me this Mother's Day. And it's something that I realized was making me very entangled with things that were not mine
Mm-hmm.
and that were not part of who I was. I was I was looking up to too many people, to my
Mm-hmm.
mom, to other women. I was looking up to too many people outside of me and not me, myself. So removing that has been very powerful in just 1 week. It's literally 7 days. So today's Monday. It was last Monday, the full moon. So my hope is that um, we get to dig into that and kind of pull it out so that we can rebalance that energy or start to rebalance that energy that we are just keeping stuck there because we don't believe it's ours.
Hmm. Yeah.
We believe somebody else's power, gifts, and skills are way better than the ones that we have because we're not fucking using them.
Right.
Or at least we are, but we're not even conscious of it.
Right.
So we can't do that. We need to know who we are and own it and be that person because like literally life depends on it.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
You being in your highest power is what the world needs right now. So this is something that it's in our roots, and what we're going to do is just balance that out so that you can start bringing out some of that energy upward, get it out of the basement. We tend to put things in the basement that we don't need, right? We don't really want. We'll use it another time for someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. And then it
Um,
just gets stuck there forever.
and then it just gets stuck there forever. And we don't even know like what we need, and it's right inside of our home.
Right.
We just like don't even have an idea of how to use it anymore. But energy knows what to do. Energy knows where to go, and we just kind of do the work of balancing ourselves out. We help the body balance itself out. So let's just do that right now. And I want to ask you, are you still taking your Purium shake by any chance?
I am. I am.
Okay, that's going to be very useful after this,
Mm,
just because you may feel tired and you may
mm,
feel like you had surgery.
mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's going to be a lot of things coming up. And I just want to invite you to use the gifts that you have received either from me or your higher self of journaling, expressing yourself, going out on hikes, the things that recharge your energy. Showers, make sure that you have good energetic hygiene, clean food in your body,
Mm.
hydration. And we're going to have a summary of all of this. So I'll send this to you after the call.
Cool.
Just be mindful and of the people around you that help you and that can support you in what you need. Your guardians, allow them to help you after this. And then the food is going to help you recover a lot faster, especially the amino acids.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give you the energy that you need to regenerate, because this is very much a regenerative rebirth.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I just went through it for the last week, and one of the hardest things to see were the people and things that I had to release from my life that I had attached myself to because of the entanglement of this energy that was not mine. So those are just some warnings of things that can happen after this session. You will see entanglements being released, things that you may have created out of these wounds.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
just know that it's happening for your highest good, so that you can,
Right.
be in alignment with um, what you need and desire, and for your highest good and your highest timeline. The highest timeline is the energy of love. So anything that's created or based out of fear is going to kind of fade out, fade out.
Right.
You've seen, we've worked with emotional
Mm-hmm.
fear, and we know that love lives at a higher energy in our heart, and the fears live at a lower energy in our roots.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with those fears, but we need to be able to acknowledge that they are there, and then what you've been doing, alchemizing them into a higher energy. That's what you've been doing. You've already been doing this. You've already
Right.
been noticing your energy and noticing that you're hijacked.
Right.
And that's just part of your day, to be able to move that energy upward into what you actually want. So your power, there's a lot of power inside of you, and we don't need to be afraid of it anymore. It's going to help you have the energy to do what you need to do. Create the things you need to create, put the hammer down when you need to put the hammer down, and create love all around you, really. That's the
Hmm.
goal here.
Okay.
Move us out of anything from the roots that have been created out of fear, because women have been suffering with fear for a long time and suppression. So we have been suppressing our emotions when we need to allow the emotions to rise and flow. Because when we allow them to rise and flow, they turn into love. They turn into confidence and power and, singing and dancing and commanding your truth, speaking your truth, speaking what's in your heart without any fear, knowing that the people that love you will understand and will stick around,
Yeah.
especially if you're speaking your truth.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. All right.
What are you feeling right now?
Um, um, I would, oh, um, I'm feeling like this is going to be a deeper session than I had anticipated. So,
Okay, we don't have to
but
go too deep.
that's all
I
right. No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm like, yeah, all right. This is an interesting opportunity. I'm down.
Yeah, we won't go too deep. We'll go we'll go just enough to be able to have you have like a good week. So we don't have to have like it's not the full moon or anything, so we don't have to go fully deep. So we're just gonna tune in. Let's just start by closing your eyes and tuning into your body and imagining a golden light completely surrounding you. So you're gonna start to breathe in this golden light. And inside of this light, you recognize that this is your soul radiating so much light, so much power all around you. And inside of it is your body, it's your mind, it's your heart, it's all of you that you can feel, touch, and move around this world. Starting to breathe in and bringing your awareness all the way to your womb, all the way to your roots. And asking your body to show you if there's any wounded part, if there's any hidden power that needs to be released, awakened this week, just enough for this week. Allowing you to tune into the left side of your womb. Any power, any energy that's stored there that is not balanced. Placing your right hand or that left lower part of your womb. And allowing the energy from your hand to bring that energy out, to be balanced. Asking your body here, just any wounded part of you that's attached to you, from your birth, pre-birth, letting you know that you're safe, you're protected, and you're fully empowered to receive this energy, to receive this gift. Just noticing what comes up. Noticing how it feels in your body. Surrendering to the sensations that it's bringing up. connecting it to your breath. Noticing how this energy is trying to rise up your body. It could feel a little different. Maybe it feels a little much. And you stay with it. You breathe through it. And you start to feel the waves of this energy as it flows through every part of your body, from your root to your sacral. Keeping your left hand open, outward, allowing any energy that needs to be released back into the universe. To flow out of you. And noticing if your body is innately trying to do something to help this energy move. And you're co-creating with your body. Your soul is connected to your body. So you're fully connected to this power that you're activating within you. Being patient, being gentle, softly guiding the energy up. Asking your body to balance your left side to your right side. Noticing any sensations that are coming up. Allowing your higher self to guide you in what you need to do with this energy. Coming back to your new moon intentions 3 weeks ago. Can you remember what your intentions were this lunar cycle? And how can this power, how can this energy help you fully complete that cycle over this next week? Turning any curses into gifts. Turning any accumulated energy that has just been stagnant within you into flowing energy. Moving right through you. Just the right amount that you need for this week. Just the right amount that you need for today. just the right amount that you need for right now. To help you move through any obstacles and any barriers that are preventing you from your destiny. Feeling the immense power within you moving through you. And allowing the energy to go and flow where it needs to flow. Trusting that you are in control. And whatever flows, God is in control. Collecting any fears, worries, shame, regrets, envy, jealousy, collecting all of that into a ball, an energy ball, and putting it all into your elevator from your root all the way to your heart, allowing your angels and spirit guides to fully transmute this into what you need, the energy of love, bliss, joy, confidence, pleasure, happiness, all around you, from your root to your crown. Allowing all your power and all of your energy to no longer be a burden, to no longer be a curse. Allowing you to enjoy your gifts. Allowing you to be happy with all of your gifts. Everything you ever asked for. Yes, you can receive. That's what you came here for. Remembering who you are. Remembering that you have everything within you. You were gifted this the moment you were born. Your soul remembers. And now you do too. Just allow everything to flow. Letting go of control, surrendering to the waves. Being patient with yourself. And when you feel that the energy has fully been moved and that you're complete and satisfied for what you need right now, today, for this week, You can come back to your present moment, to your new reality that you will be co-creating with your higher self. Co-creating with God, with the universe all around you. Imagining there's roots growing from your tailbone, from your legs into the earth beneath you. And imagining this golden light turning into a spheric earth, and you're right inside of it. This earth is completely surrounding you. You're the only person that exists inside of it. These roots grow so big and so large that they completely cover the entire earth all around you, becoming one with Mother Earth. Seeing how powerful you are, seeing how abundant you are, bringing all the gifts that the universe has for you back into your life. Allowing you to ride this spiritual journey going forward with grace, with love, with confidence, this higher power that you're always co-creating with and being supported by. When you feel the energy has fully moved where it needs to go, and you feel complete for now, you can come back to the present moment.
Mm, mm. That was nice. Thank you. Mm. I've been working a lot on my habit of externally referencing, and uh, realized in that meditation that that is a generational habit that I got from my mom, that she got from her mom. And she she did what all moms do, you know. She wanted me to be special. She thought I was special, and that in doing that just weighed me down so heavily. It's Interesting. Just gotta be.
We
Just gotta
love our
be.
children. We love our children so much that we want them to see what we see in them
Yeah.
so badly that we forget that the best way to do that is by being that ourselves and showing them as a mirror, just like Mother Earth does all the time with its beautiful flowers, showing you who you are. The beautiful mountains, showing you who you are. With the beautiful sunrises, sunsets, the moon, the sun, showing you who you are.
To moms.
Mm. We're allowed to learn from them, however way they try to teach us.
Right.
We're allowed to learn and become who we are because of that.
Yeah. Actual learning is internalizing or making a lesson our own. Not necessarily internalizing what's taught, but taking what is taught and making it our own.
Mm. Integrating it.
Yeah. Integrating it into, it's like my mom taught me many things, many beautiful and many ugly. And but that was the information she was trying to pass along to me. And now I'm finally learning to take what is useful to me from that, and to not just accept all of it, and take all of it as given, right? Because not all of that was about me.
Mm.
Like a lot of that came from her experiences as a child with her mom,
Mm.
right? And she's just passing the information along, and not all of that was for me. So 50 years later,
Mm.
50 years later, uh, I
Big 5-0.
the big 5-0. Yeah, it's actually I did so much work last year on myself that, like, it's funny. Like, I never really had a hang up about the number, but I feel so much better this year than I did last year. That it's interesting. It's nice to everybody's like, oh my God, 50? And I'm like, yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay. I got a few more years of this to go, so I'm feeling like I'm pretty well set up for that. Yeah. So yeah. It's learning. True learning. True learning is taking what has been given and making it your own. Taking what you want of what has been given. What you need. What you need. Don't always want what you need.
You're turning into a very wise woman.
Well, I am 50.
Well, about time. Pretty badass. And you literally have an eternity ahead of you.
Right?
Put this and so much more wisdom that's still within you. We're just tapping into the surface.
Yeah. Take this multiple lifetime concept and just apply it to this lifetime.
Well, that's why you're here to do. That's why your soul keeps coming back to continue to ascend and grow and create exactly the dreams, all of your dreams, into a reality, because everything you ever wanted, it's still ahead of you.
Mm.
What if I told you that?
Well, that was kind of the feeling that I had at the end of that meditation.
You got to
That,
trust yourself. We'll
yeah,
go on in the new path. You got to trust your intuition and yourself, and you're not lying.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of focusing wherever I choose to focus.
Where do you want to focus on for the rest of the week or today? Today.
Um, well, uh, actually there is a task that there is something I've been working on that I'm definitely going to do. There's so I the whole job thing has been very active, and I've applied to 3 different jobs, and all 3 of those have been turned down. I didn't even get an interview. And then actually the first one was a terrible trauma. Anyway, it was ugly. But so what that is, one thing I was thinking of is that one thing that's been in the back of my mind this whole time that I haven't done is the preceptor thing. And that is just waiting for me to do. So all this time, I haven't done that step. So I'm gonna do that. Because at this point, actually, there are two of the one preceptor, actually, one preceptor at work has already gone on maternity leave. Another one is going on maternity leave, and then I just found out that another one is going on leave. So they're going to need preceptors. So I'm kind of like, at this point, like, just do the education, tell the manager about like my interest in doing it, and do it. And I think the step has been there the whole time. So that's what I'm doing this week. Today we're going to the dump twice. Yes, yes, we've had a lot of closet cleaning happening around here, and so now we need to go to the dump twice.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me clear my ear because music is just flowing through. Oh my God.
Yes, yes, it is. It's going to be quite the adventure. Oh, for my birthday, we happened to get a new mattress for somebody that we know that knows somebody at Costco had a return of a California King mattress. And so we just got one for they it was my birthday, so we got one. Yeah. So we
You
got to take a mattress
California
and a bunch of shit,
queen in your
right?
California king bed.
Right? I know. Yeah. That was a birthday miracle.
Yeah, just like you.
Put on my crown.
Mm, I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy that we were able to reconnect and do this.
I know, me too. Me too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. And this I'm doing these sessions lately and I am putting them out on YouTube. So I wanted to ask you if you are comfortable with me putting out this on YouTube for
Sure. I'll do
'cause
that.
this is unique to us. We've been experiencing this for the last year, but there's so many humans out there that have no idea that this is possible.
Right.
And look, we haven't even spoken in months, but you have been in tune with the lunar cycle, which is your innate cycle, your innate connection to the earth that you're freaking living in.
Yeah. It's another powerful tool.
Um, and the goal for this is to be able to raise all of humanity's vibration to love this year.
Mm.
That's who we are.
Mm.
We are not fear. We are
Right.
not our demons. We are not our anger. We are not our sadness. We are not our anxieties. We are not our envies, our selfishness, or our jealousy. We're not that. These are energies that were gifted to us from generations, from our elders, that they weren't able to figure out what to do with it. Or actually, I'm taking that back. A lot of them did.
Mm.
They did know what to do with all of that. But something happened in the way where it was stopped. And then fear took over.
Mm.
So there's this ancient future that's being recreated that never got to be born. And we get to bring that back to life. We get to bring that love back to life. We get to bring the aliveness in humanity back to life, the joy, the love, the bliss, the pleasures with balance this time
Yeah.
so that we can enjoy it all. We can enjoy it all forever, forever. One of the things that we have been told is that we need to die. No, our ego, our mindsets, our fears need to die so that they can be transformed into something new, into love.
Mm.
But we live in a world where we're constantly regenerating. We're given everything that we need by the land, and we're energy. And energy doesn't lie, it doesn't die.
Mm.
So if energy doesn't die, We don't have to die. We just have to transmute our energy, alchemize our energy, and continue to focus on what we want to create, which is love, abundance, our dreams, the reality that we do want because we want to enjoy it. We didn't come here to live our nightmares. We may have experienced our nightmares so that we can know contrast. Can balance things out if we don't know what the other, because if we're too much in the light, okay, we're out of balance.
Right.
If we're too much in the darkness, we're really out of balance, and not in a good way. So we need to constantly know how to balance ourselves to stay in a happy medium.
Yeah.
So that's the goal here. So thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being the beautiful flower that you are. And I have news for you. The wildflowers are inside of you.
Right. I am
I
blossoming.
know someone that is really good at drawing.
Yeah. I was just thinking I'm gonna block out some time on Thursday. Just painting. That's it.
Hmm. I wish,
Maybe
I
I'll
wish you would do
dabble before that.
I wish you would do like one of those Bob Ross things where you like record yourself painting so that the world can see how amazing you are.
Gonna get that takes equipment. I gotta figure out what kind of equipment that would even. Yeah, I've been watching more of those videos though.
One of the best equipments we have are the people around us.
It's don't just stand here and hold that.
Yeah. Um, I mean, we are God's most powerful machine.
Hmm.
And what humans really want is to be seen, experienced, um, acknowledged.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's find out who needs that too around you and who would gladly love to help you out with that project or any project that you choose to do today and every day. Before
Right.
machines again, let's try to look at the people around us that can really use that connection and that will gladly accept to be around you and share those experiences with you.
So many good souls.
Mm. And they all have a purpose.
We all have a good purpose. Right. A higher purpose. We all have a higher purpose.
And you have so much love inside of you, and love is the highest energy that we could be in. And it's very contagious. So don't be afraid of who you are because you are the wildflower. So
Well, thank you.
no, I'm gonna upload this. I don't edit anything.
Hmm.
So follow the channel because I'm gonna be posting little updates every day too to help you move forward, tune in, keep going, light up your fire.
Perfect. I think I already subscribed this morning. So
Yay.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize there was this is the first time I've seen the channel, so
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of
it's
content
a
on.
new life too. I was reborn last week too, so
Well, happy birthday.
thank you. We're born every day too. So we get a chance. Clean slate.
Yes. Yes.
Clean slate, shower, new energy, clean clothes, clean food, clean water. We need to clean everything. God gives us everything new every day.
Mm. Brand new day.
Brand new day.
That's right. That's something I've been telling myself all my life. It's a brand new day.
You know, it's all about integrating this knowledge and this wisdom that we already have within us
Yeah.
and acting on it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's where the magic lives, in the present moment. And that's how manifestations come. Manifestations are literally your actions and motion.
Hmm. Hmm. Intentions.
Intentional action towards your manifestation will bring them snap, 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 like that.
Yeah.
Good or bad. So let's focus on love so that we can
Right.
create that. No?
Right. Yes. Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's the thing. Whatever your intent is focused on is what you'll get. So be careful. The
Careful or be
intention.
wild.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Well,
Enjoy what
Wildflower, have a beautiful day. I can't thank you enough for being here in this sacred space with me. And it
Thank you
was
so
a joy to see you again.
much. It's wonderful to see you again. Have a
Have
good day.
a fun day.
Happy Moon Day.
Ah,
Mwah.
ciao.
Bye.